Okay, is this thing on? Is anybody here? How are you? Welcome everybody to the program. This is this channel is called Stock Markets with Bruce, and I'm Bruce. Um, they call me Uncle Bruce since 2021. They've been calling me that. Nice to have you here. We try to explain the stock markets in plain English. That's kind of my job, is to tell you what's going on, what does it mean, what could happen, and why it could happen in a kind of a plain English way, rather than give you fancy dancy words and fancy dancy terminology and try to blow you away with all kinds of fancy charts and graphics and everything. I have no idea how to do that stuff, so you get me. Although I do have some images for you, I'm going to show you like a couple of things that I grabbed today, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, nice to have you around. We follow a bunch of stocks, and I also specialize in helping my viewers become option writers, stock option writers, so that instead of being an option gambler and buying options and losing money, you become an option writer and you allow people to gamble, but they have to give you money first. It's kind of a lovely thing. My viewers have this habit of selling options for levels up here, and then they buy them back for levels down here, and they keep the change, lots of change. And if you want to learn how to make money as an option writer and maybe quit your day job and just be a full-time option writer, asset manager of your own assets, and say goodbye to your boss and your coworkers and whoever, great. Then this might be for you. If you just want to make a couple of bucks on the side, this could be for you. If you just want to stop losing money in the market all the time, this channel might be for you. And if you're coming up to retirement, the next year, 5 years, 10, 20, and you're not happy with the kind of returns that professional money managers have been supposedly giving you, and you're looking at that retirement pot of yours, and you're saying to yourself, how am I going to live on this? I got 120 grand after 25 years of putting money in. I can't live on 125 grand very long. I mean, come on, Social Security, how much is that going to be a month? What's my what's my property taxes? What's my rent? What's my mortgage? What's my electrical? What's my car payments, insurance payments? I mean, what's it cost me to live here? And what am I getting? I'm going to live on what? $2,000 a month. This ain't going to happen. So there are people out here people who've joined me since January of 2021 who wanted to understand how the markets worked. Then they wanted to understand how they could stop losing money. And now they're going, I kind of like this game, this option writing thing. I like this because I'm not the gambler here. I'm kind of like the house. I'm the casino. I'd rather be the casino than the gambler. I like this game. Boy, I love the consistency of taking money off the streets from unwitting and dumb investors. It's incredible how many there are. Yes, it is. It is incredible. Thank you for joining me today. We're down 170 points in the pre-market at the moment for the Dow. This is the indicated loss at the moment. This is 0.43 of a percentage point. It's a nothing burger. It's nothing. Under 1%, it's nothing. S&P is down 0.45%, 23 points right now. These are indicated openings. A NASDAQ off 0.53, half a point, 96 points. So at the moment, the markets are lower, yes, but not all that much. Crude oil's off 26 cents, third of a percent, 77.75. So it's what we call around these parts a quiet opening, or it's a quiet pre-market with not a heck of a lot going on. There's a lot of people watching carefully and closely Nvidia shares. What are those shares doing? Because on Friday, they had a hell of a ride. They went from a low of, what was it, 865 was the low on Friday, to a high of 974. These are dollars, not cents. So $865 to $974 a share during the day. And the first 2 hours, it was all up volume for Nvidia. It was going to go right to 1,000. Everybody was thinking, oh, it's going to 1,000. got a hiccup at 974 and backed off. And yeah, kind of backed all the way back down to close at what was the price it closed at? 875 a share was the last trade, near the low of the day. Down 51 on the day, $51 on the day. Now, to be fair to Nvidia, and those of you who watched me for a while, you are very familiar with Nvidia's moves lately. Let's say this is a 1 month chart on Nvidia. It's not very. I mean, I'm showing it off my phone here. There's where we are at the pre-market right now, 866. But this is the last 30 days. You can see here. This is the $700 level, 800, 900. So we were in the 700 level over here a month ago, down just under 700 just before the earnings. Then the earnings came out, and then we were flat, and then we went up. Now we've backed off a bit, but it's a pretty good run. Here's a 3-month chart on the same stock. Look at this. Don't you wish you were one of these guys right here? Here in the 500 range. And let's see, how about a 6-month chart? Yeah, 6-month looks pretty good too, doesn't it? Look at that. Yeah, that's a ski hill going up, isn't it? Anyway, the stock deserves to be up here. This is not like, oh, it's way overpriced. It's not overpriced. That's the good news for anyone who follows Nvidia closely. They know that this is not actually stupidly priced. The company has been delivering some fascinating, phenomenal reports, quarterly earnings numbers, blowing their own estimates out the door. They have got orders coming in. They're now a $2 trillion market cap company, and they're going to grow even more. So fair enough. Will the shares go higher? Probably. Straight up? No, not straight up. Because the thing you have to understand as a either a, even if you've been around a while, you have to remind yourself that who buys these shares? Not the company. Nvidia doesn't buy the shares. It's people who buy these shares. It's institutions. It's other investors. So if you own Nvidia and sell it at 866, someone has to want to buy it from you for you to get that money. And if you want to sell it, if you want to buy it, someone else has to want to sell it to you. And so every time a stock trades hands, no matter what the company, no matter what price, the two people on the transaction have opposing views on what the stock is going to do next. So even on Apple or Microsoft or Google or Sofi or you name the stock, someone's buying, someone's selling. These are two people with opposite opinions, and they could both be correct in their long-term guessing. But for the moment, at this nanosecond that these two folks cross paths, one's getting in, one's getting out. That's all it is. It's nothing personal. It's just business. Now, the person getting out might be selling at a profit. The person getting in is averaging down. The person getting in never bought it before. It's the first time they've ever bought it. There's a million reasons why people buy and sell stock all the time. Then there are the options around the stock. Same thing. Options go up in value, call options, and they go down in value when stocks go up and down. Put contracts are the opposite. They're a George Costanza. They're the opposite. So put contracts go up when stocks go down. Put options go down in value when stocks go up. It's just the opposite. It's nothing personal. It's just a reflection of the stock. Around here, what many of the viewers on this channel have figured out is that there's money in them there hills if you write options, because options have lengths of time that they exist. The longer a contract has in time until it expires, the more value it has, which what we refer to as time value. So if you like Nvidia and the stock's $860, $860, you could buy a call option for say $900, thinking that hoping that gambling the stock will go to 900 or more. And you might buy a call option that has a month to go before it expires with a $900 price. As long as the shares go through 900 a piece or higher, your contract will be worth something, some value, hopefully more than what you're paying for it, because right now you're buying it for time value. It has no book value. 860 stock, $900 target price. That's $40 of nothing. If the stock goes to 950, though, your contract is worth $50 a contract plus whatever time is still left on it. But think about this. You can buy a 1-month contract on Nvidia. It might run you, I don't know, $25. But if you buy a 3-month contract at 900, that contract won't, you can't get it for $25, $2,500 a contract. You might have to pay $5,000 for that contract. Why? 90 days of time, not 30 days of time. You have more time for the stock to deliver the return. You want to buy a 6-month Nvidia contract for 900? They're out there. They're even more expensive. 1-year contract, they're out there, even more expensive. Now, I have viewers in a very general sense will say, I have shares of a company, maybe not Nvidia, but I have shares of a company that I paid $25 for, and they're trading at $28 right now. And they're writing $30 contracts. They're selling a $30 contract against the stock they have, saying to the world, here's a $30 contract. I'll write it for 2 months. Anybody want to take my shares off of me for $30 a share? Give me $3 a share in cash right now. You can have this deal. That's $300 for a contract. They bought it at 25. It's trading at 28. They're offering it at 30, but they're getting $3 on top of that. They're getting $33 a share if they get taken out. If the shares go up over 30, the owners of these contracts will exercise them to buy these shares at 30. And my viewer will get $30 a share for their stock, keep the $3 they already got for the stock by selling the option, because the option now is gone. That means they ended up getting $33 for a $25 investment. What do they do now? Well, they just turn around with that money and buy the stock back on the open market at 31 or 32, whatever it's trading at. And now they write a $35 contract for a month or 2 or 3 forward for another $3. And they bring in another $3 a share. Say, take me out at 35. I'll get 38. I just bought it back at 32. Take me out at 38. I'm very happy to be taken out 30. That is a simple way to make money in the options market. This is what we are. This is what I'm training my noobs to do here, along with many other option strategies. There's the covered call strategy I just mentioned. You can also write put contracts where you're getting money in to offer to buy stock from someone at a set price. And if the shares go up in price, those contracts become worthless. You keep all the premium. You've never even owned the stock. And then there are credit spreads. And that's where you can play Nvidia or the SPY or the triple Qs. You can do index options. You can play any company's contracts, and you can decide how much money to risk on a credit spread. $500, $1,000, $2,000, whatever you want. You can do 1 or 3 or 10 or 15 or 20 at a time, whatever you like. And you set the timing, how long they last, and the strike prices. You have total control. As a casino, you set up your slot machine, and I'll help you manage it. And that's what we do here. And so if you want to learn how to get some money out of the market, and possibly more money than you need every month to live on, which would allow you the choice of whether or not to let go of your day job. A number of people here, a very high number of people on this channel, have figured out, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm not working anymore for anybody else. I can't afford to work for someone else because I used to make $100,000 a year, $80,000 a year, $60,000 a year, $200,000 a year, whatever the number was. And after taxes and deductions and all the time to commute there and come back and the trips I had to take and the Zoom meetings I had to do, I would miss trades on my option account, trading account. And they would cost me $1,000 here, $1,000 there. And at the end of the month, I add up how much money I'm making, one hand tied behind my back, writing options, versus how much I could make if I'm not working for somebody else and I can watch the markets during market hours. It's a no-brainer. I'm off the job. I'm out of it. I quit the job. I quit. I'm gone. I'm now working for myself, and I work with this. I can take this to Starbucks, to Costco, to the gas station. I can take my car in for new tires. I can drive out of town and go see relatives and friends. I can go to Europe. I can travel anywhere in the world with this in my pocket. I am able to trade the market. And so I am in business 24/7 wherever I am, the way I want to be. And I come home from 2 weeks of traveling, a month of traveling, 3 months of traveling. My wife and I returned back from Europe after 2.5 months, and there's more money in our bank account than before we left because we're making money on options more than we're spending it. That's the point of this channel, is to help people change their lives completely. Welcome to the party, pal. It's the Nakatomi Tower, and we're the ones in bare feet, creating all kinds of havoc out there. We're this is us. Welcome to the party, pal. We're the heroes, and we're having ourselves a lot of fun because people like this game. They like making money. Welcome all to the show. Sofi this morning, 777 at this very second in time. But about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, we were at 788 or something like that. We've been between 770, 760 to almost $8 this morning in the pre-market. Those of you who have been following me now for a while and or just in the last 2 weeks, you know that the big story that we've been following has been the Sofi financing story. The announcement where Sofi announced we're raising $750 million by way of a note offering. And we have added like a 15% premium to that or more, and that's been taken down. All of that was announced last week. Friday night, after the close of the market, when all of us were done for the week, Friday evening, the company announced with a filing at the SEC, we have filed the deal. It's a done deal. It's closed. We've closed the financing. We got the money. We're paying off the preferred shareholders. We are saving $40 million a year in interest expenses, which would have been $60 million starting June per annum. Got rid of that deal. We just added $40 million in profit, $60 million overall in profit now per year to the company by this move. And we have $500 million left over, of which $78.8 million went into a cap call transaction deal, which is really good for the stock. And we have a bunch of capital lying around. Oh, and also, gosh darn it, just remember to tell you, we also retired $600 million of preferred shares, another class of preferreds, and put them into common stock at $9.72 a share. We put $600 million into stock at $9.72. Stock's at $7.78. And the $750 million that we did, that is eligible to be converted into stock in this company at $9.45 a share. This is all good news. This is all absolutely brilliant financial movement by Sofi. Some people out there were totally in the opposite camp, thinking, oh, God, the end is near. Oh, the company is in real trouble. They have to raise money to survive. And they're diluting their shareholders. They don't know what they're doing. And they got eyeballs. They got people clicking those headlines. The clickbait headline business is a huge business. You have no idea how many emails I get every day and every week from people out there, organizations, which I think are people, asking me if I would like to talk to them. They could help me promote my channel and get my channel to more viewers. What they're doing is they're offering me their services for clickbait headlines. You've got to sensationalize your show, Bruce. You're too boring. You're just a guy in front of a computer telling people how to get rich. I mean, how boring is that? Stick around a while and find out for yourself if making money is boring to you. If you find it off-putting, you'll find someone else who'll maybe give you information where you can lose money. Maybe that'll be more exciting. I don't know. It is kind of, more adrenaline when you lose, I suppose, but there's good adrenaline when you win, isn't there? Yeah, anyway. Sofi, they've done their deal. Now, the headline of the show. What is my show called today? Does Sofi stock go straight to $14.50 now that the deal has been filed? That is the question of the show today. Why should the stock go to $14.50 and how could it get there? Maybe we should answer that. Let me throw it to you this way. Why would anyone want to buy this stock today at $7.76 a share? What the hell for? What's the motivation of anyone wanting to buy the stock? The first motivation has to be, well, I'm going to buy it here because I believe it's going higher in price. That's the first answer, and that's a correct answer.
That was easy.
That was easy. Okay. So who would want to buy the stock today at 776, 777, 780 a share? Obviously, anyone that's a shareholder now of the company is a fan. They like the company. They like the prospects. Maybe you have a $10 average. Maybe you've got a $15 average from when this thing came out as a SPAC back in 2021 and you never averaged it out. Maybe today take advantage of buying some more and bringing your cost down from 15 a share to 11 or something like that. Yeah, people are motivated for that. But there's another group of buyers that I think are about to come into this market and could be really entertaining for all of us and rather rewarding as well. These people have a motivation in the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to want the stock to go up. Who am I talking about? I am talking about the very institutional investors that just financed the $750 million deal. The $750 million deal plus the option came out so that SoFi ended up with $845 million net money in their pocket. $845 million is in the treasury of SoFi that they are now distributing out. Those people who wrote those checks, and it could be as many as 100 institutions, it might be 50, it might be a dozen, but it isn't one. It isn't five. I don't think so. I think it's quite a number. These folks are sitting in their corporate offices in New York or wherever they're located. And the people who decided and the committees that decided, yes, we're going to do this deal. We're going to buy this offering that, let's say, Goldman Sachs offered us. So I think it was Goldman Sachs that did this deal. We bought this deal. Why did we buy this deal? Because we're going to get stock of the company at $9.45 a share, but we're not going to get the stock unless the stock reaches $12.29 a share. It has to trade over that for 30 consecutive days. Only then is it possible that we'll get the shares of SoFi at $9.45. Well, the stock, it has to trade at $12.50 or whatever. That means it's got to go up. It's at $9.76 or $7.76, right? $7.76. It's got to go up $5. Why would these institutions want to buy the stock then? I mean, they put up $750 million plus the options, so they gave the company $845 million after expenses. Why don't they just sit back and collect the interest that they're getting? Because it's only 1.25%. The financing that the company just did, they only have to pay 1.25% for the money, while the note is a note. As soon as this note becomes stock, they don't even pay the 1.25% anymore. So these institutional investors coughed up $845 million net dollars to get 1.25% interest. These guys could put the money into treasury bills and get 4%. Why are they giving SoFi money for 1.25% interest? Because they know something that now you know. They know that the company just eliminated $40 million in interest payments that were going to go to $60 million in interest payments. That is off the books. The company is $40 to $60 million a year more profitable instantaneously. The company has to redo their finances. Oh, these institutions are going, wait a minute, they're going to have to restate. They're going to have to do a reinstatement of their finances with a higher earnings number. That means every analyst covering this stock is going to have to rejigger their analytical projections, aren't they? One would think so. So, okay, you're an institutional investor and you're going, we're going to get stock at $9.45, but we can't get it until the stock goes to $12.29. Why don't we just buy this stuff at $7.76 then, the open market? Like, we've got extra money. Why don't we just buy a bunch of stock at $8, $8.50, $9, $9.25? I mean, let's just load up. Wait a minute, even at $9.50 a share, which is 5 cents higher than what we're going to get the stock for, we're not getting the stock if it goes to $9.50. We still don't get the stock at $9.45. It has to go to $12.29. Why don't we buy this thing all the way to $12 then? Why don't we just load up on SoFi? Just pick it off. Because this is free money. We're being handed money for nothing. Because the company is very motivated that the shares reach 14.54 a share. That's the top end of the cap call transaction deal that's part of this deal here. Remember, the company paid $78.8 million for a call option on their own stock with a limit of 14.54. At 14.54 a share, Sofi can exercise their call option, make enough money on it to fund the entire $750 million deal. In other words, they can buy $750 million worth of stock in their own company from the writer of the contract, which is their broker, and they deliver the stock to their debt holders, and they don't owe 1.25% interest anymore, and they have no debt on that deal. It's a sweetheart deal. That's when these guys, these institutions, become shareholders. They now become shareholders at $9.45. Stock at $14.54, and their shareholders at $9.45. You think they're happy now? Ooh, they're happy. Did they buy a bunch of stock at $8, $8.25, $8.50, $8.75, $9, $9.25, $9.50, all the way up to $14 on top of getting their $9.45 stock? You think maybe they're motivated to do that? Do you think maybe, just on the outside of possibility, that these institutional entities, which could be hedge funds around the world, okay, we're not talking about some New York guys, we're talking global hedge funds everywhere. Do you think possibly that now they've got this deal done and they're going to start to buy up the stock here? As soon as they get a bunch more paper and get it to like $11, $12, do you think at that point they might start telling the world that this is a really good stock you should get into? Why should they tell anyone right now? Why should they brag about putting 10 or 20 or 30 million into Sofi on this offering? Why should they brag about this to anybody right now? Doesn't pay them a dime. They'd be better off to just buy up this stock as soon as the market bell goes off here and pick this crap up by the boatload, load up on this stuff, get it to $12, $13, and then let the rest of the world know what a great company Sofi is. Because down here, you don't want them to know. You want to keep it for yourself. Because you're probably wondering, how come, Bruce, there aren't a zillion headlines out there on Sofi right now? Why aren't there all kinds of research reports telling us how great this stock is? Why is it so quiet out there? I don't understand. And I'll tell you why. The stock's too low. But today is the first day. The stock is trading after the deal has been filed and closed off. This actually is the first day the stock will be allowed to free trade, because the broker has suppressed the market down here on purpose. They dropped it from 9 a week and a half ago down to 7.10 or whatever the heck it was to get the deal done at 7.27. Now they don't have to hold it down anymore. The broker has already purchased all the shares they need to deliver on the call option. Just in case you're curious, they have $78.8 million in cash in their hand from the company. They just got that money Friday night to pay for stock acquisitions. And they're using their own capital to buy additional stock, which they've done already between 7.20, 7.30, 7.40, 7. They bought it all up. Many of you have been saying to me, Bruce, I've noticed these big blocks of stock trade right near the end of the day every day. 30, 40, 50 million share blocks are going, what's going on? Who's doing that? The broker is buying up a whack of paper, and they're putting it into their account, into their pro account. You're carrying that paper on their books. Now, at $8 a share, just let's pretend stock's at $8 a share, the broker only has to put up $4 a share to actually hold the paper. The other 4 can come from bank finance through their brokerage account, you see. So they can finance it. They can probably even finance 70% of the acquisition cost. They might only need $2.40 a share to hold stock at $8. Okay, if they bought it at 8, but they didn't buy it. They bought it at 7.20, 7.30, 7.40, 7.50. Now they may have purchased 50, 60 million already, maybe 70 million. They're probably going to need 80 to 100 million shares. The rest they can acquire as the market moves along here, because now the deal's a done deal. They can just go ahead and buy like anybody like anybody else. They're motivated to buy the stock. Their clients are motivated to buy the stock. So at $9 or $10 a share, the broker can borrow $7 against the cost of the stock. Wait a minute. Didn't I just tell you that they were buying the stock at $7.20, $7.30, $7.40 a share? I mean, think about this. If you bought 100 million shares of stock at $7.40 a share, you need $740 million. But if the stock's trading at $10 a share and you can borrow $700 million against the stock at 10, you only paid $740 to buy it. You only need $46 million. Where are you getting $46 million from to buy the stock? Oh, I know. The $78.8 million you got when you wrote the contract. Bruce, are you telling me that the stock brokerage firm that wrote this call option is actually going to use the $78.8 million in premium that they got for the call option to finance the purchase of the stock? And as it hits $10 a share, it's already costing less to carry this position than the $78.8 million they got. I'm saying, yes, I am saying that. And if they go to $12 a share, 100 million shares is worth $1.2 billion. They can borrow 70% against that. That is all the cost of the stock. In other words, the broker is just paying interest on their $700 and something million acquisition until the deal gets closed. 1229 or higher, the deal could get closed. 1454, the brokerage firm, the public company has made enough money on its option to fund the purchase of all the stock at $9.45 to give to their clientele. The higher the market goes, the better the deal is for everybody. And the institutions are buying it up. They're going to be the ones picking it off. They know what they're doing. And it's going to go through 8, it's going to go through 9, it's going to go through 10, it's going to go through 11, it's going to go through 12. The company's coming out with their first quarter financials. They'll make more money. They'll restate their numbers. Analysts will redo their things. That's right. We're going straight up, and we're going up to $15 and beyond. That's the way this deal's going to go. It's going to go that way. This minute? No, but that's how it's going to go. So stick around, watch the show. Down the road, you'll be able to fast forward your camera and make everything go at hyperspeed, and you'll see everything happen all in 15 seconds. But in the meantime, welcome to the party, pal, where we grind it out. And 777 is where the stock is at, 900 and something thousand traded. According to CNBC, we've traded 1 million shares. And there has not been any announcement anywhere by anyone about the deal. But I have a suspicion that in the not too distant future, not too long from now, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, you might begin to see analysts come on camera on CNBC who are going to start talking about how great this deal is. On the other hand, you may find that as the shares go higher in price, the more analysts you're going to see coming on camera telling the world how great a company Sofi is. That's kind of my guess too. That's kind of where I'm wondering about this deal. It should be a ton of fun. All right. So there's my short 2-minute take on Sofi. It's not easy to explain very quickly, but then again, this isn't such an easy deal. There's a reason it's this complicated. There's a lot into this, and a lot more than meets the eye. And of course, the reaction many of you found coming at you were the clickbait headlines. Stocks going down to $3 a share. It's over. Dilution. I mean, you saw all the words you didn't want to see in headlines the first 2 days of the announcement. And then some of you found me, found one of my videos, and you found another one of my videos, and you started watching other YouTubers who were long-termers, and you're going, oh, there's a lot more to this than just that little thing there. Wait a minute, hold it a second. What? Now it's coming together. Why would they do this? Why would Noto, who is West Point graduate, former senior partner at Goldman Sachs, an ultimate Wall Street insider, why would he be stupid enough to put a deal like this together if it's going to be bad for the SoFi company. He has personal share options at 25 a share, 35 a share, and I think 45 a share, something like that. That will probably make him a multi-billionaire. Why would he be so dumb to make a deal for SoFi that would crater the stock? This makes no sense. Well, it's because he didn't. He didn't do a deal that's going to crater the stock. He put a deal together that's going to double the price of the stock. That's his first step. Then he's got another one. I don't know what the other one is, but he's got another one. I suspect, my hunch, my guess, this is what I do around here, I think there's takeovers coming. Not of SoFi. SoFi will not be taken over by somebody else. I think SoFi is targeting some others, as they've been doing the last couple of years. They've picked off various entities, brought them in, melded them and merged them into their business, and they keep going forward. They are, after all, a chartered bank, and so they could very well be acquirers of other businesses that have cash flow, earnings, customers, existing accounts that will now become under the SoFi family. The company is cleaning up their books. SoFi is cleaning up their financials where they have virtually no debt. This is huge. Of course, they have obligations to their depositors, like any bank does. But this company just increased the value of their common shareholders dramatically. This increased their credit ratio by 2%. This is massive. In the bank business, this is a big deal. It allows them to do a lot more lending. So hang on to your hats, kids. It's going to be a fun ride, and there are a whole lot more people very keenly interested now for the stock to go up in value. And I mean serious money, people. I'm not talking about nickel and dime small investors. I'm talking serious stuff out there. Anyway, that much I'm aware of, and I believe is going on. Thank you all for popping in this morning. Ramesh is a new member of this channel. How you doing? Snuck in there while I wasn't looking. Way to go. I love it. Thank you for becoming a new member. Gold bagel level. Fabulous. Thank you, everyone who's joined in. Thank you, guys, for these thumbs ups if you've been hitting them already. We love you for that, too. We've got 153 going and counting. All right. All righty. What else can I tell you? If you're an option writer of this channel, you want to become an option writer of this channel, you are very aware that I have been almost begging you as hard as I can to say to you guys, write cash secured puts on your SoFi. If you don't own any stock, or even if you do own stock, you want to benefit from the run-up of the market, but you want to hedge your bets with some premium money from the option market, which is what it's all about. Let the gamblers on the option floor help you make money on SoFi. So writing $7 cash secured puts on SoFi that expire Jan 25 or Jan 26 or anywhere in that range, this is capital to you. You put up $700 and bring in $140, you're getting 20% on your money. To offer to buy stock of SoFi for $7 a share until the expiry date of your contract in exchange for $140 right now per share. So you're actually offering to buy the stock for $5.60. That's actually what you're doing. And you have to ask yourself, what is the likelihood that I'm going to have to buy SoFi at $5.60 between now and January 2025 or 2026, depending which contract we're talking about, various prices per contract? What do you think the odds are on that? I have viewers here who are going, there ain't no chance. There ain't no way that anyone's going to make me buy stock at $7 a share, which is netting my cost at $5.60. You know what? I would say, please make me buy the stock, is what my viewers are saying. I would love to buy this stuff at $7 a share. I already got $1.40 for it. Yeah, I'm in at $5.60. Wouldn't it be great if the stock is $6.50 a share and someone makes you buy their stock at $7, but you already got $1.40 up front? You're paying $5.60 for a $6.50 stock. You're ahead almost $1 on it. You could just sell it at $6.50 and write new cash secured puts, write sixes. You'd probably get $1.50 for those. All day long, my viewers are going, all day long, Bruce, please. The secrets of making money in the option market is to be a writer, not to be a buyer of those contracts. Let the buyers take all the risks. You take all the money. Nice. Go on, become a casino. Thank you all for being here this morning. It's great to see so many familiar names, and thank you. A number of you are becoming members of this channel. I love you for this. Thank you. The membership numbers have gone up on this channel, especially this group right here. The Gold Bagel level is climbing. I thank you. We do a show every morning at 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members only. That's the pre-alert show. And Wednesday night, Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only, 7 o'clock Eastern. And you can watch it as a Gold Bagel member either live or on a rerun. You want to watch last Wednesday's show, you can go there and watch it anytime you want. You want to watch one from 6 months ago, you get to do that. If you become a Gold Bagel member now, you get to go in the entire library and you get to see everything we've done if you wish to. Thank you all so very much. From time to time, we come up with trade tips as well. What's going to happen today? The question, what's going to happen today with Nvidia shares? What the hell is going on over there? We're all curious, aren't we? We saw craziness happen on Nvidia on Friday. I mean, it was wild. It was wacky. It was entertaining. Right now, 869. 869 a share, down $6 in the pre-market. This morning, we've been as high as, 885 and down in the 850 range or something like that. We've had a $35 swing in the pre-market. What's going to happen when the market opens up? It's possible that the first half hour to an hour, not much will happen. It's possible we only have a $10 swing up or down, not much happening. It's possible that in the first hour we have a dip of $20 or $30 just to test the 840, 850 range. It's possible. But it's also possible that as the day wears on, a little sell wave has come through on Nvidia and there isn't any more of a sell wave. It dries out. And now we have another run to go even higher. It's not possible today. I don't think so. The shares will hit 1,000 today. I don't think so. Could they hit 900? Yeah, they could do that. Could go to 910, 920. But it is possible this week the shares could break 1,000. It is possible. Guaranteed? 600 a share this week? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that the bias for Nvidia is much higher. And I think the long-term game plan here, the long-term effect, the long-term story, the stock will go higher, but it'll stop going up 100 a day. It'll go up 15, 20 bucks here and there, little dips and then up again, and a little dip up again. A little more sanity will come into this market. And there will be talk, and it will not go away, that there will be a split on this stock. That talk is not going to stop now. The higher these shares go, the more likely a split could be announced by the board of directors. But do not expect, if you're hoping to get rich with a stock split, I have bad news. All right, I don't want to give you bad news, but I better give it to you. Because if I don't tell you in plain English what the hell's going on, who else is going to tell you this? The move on the stock is over. It went from 200 to 400, 400 to 600, back and forth, and then to 7 and to 8, and it just hit 9s. And yeah, I just said it might go to 1,000. Yes. But if they split this stock today, 5 to 1, right now, at 870 a share, then you're talking 80, what was it? You're talking 5 to 1, $170 a share split price. And the stock could go to 210, 220. That'd be 1,000, 1,100 maybe. If the stock, however, goes to 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, and then they announce the split, in order to qualify for a Dow Jones inclusion someday, the stock's going to have to be between 100 to 200 a share at max. No more than that. Over 200, it won't get into the Dow. It's too expensive. So it would be better to be in the low hundreds than the high hundreds. So if the shares do go to 1,000 and they do an 8 to 1 rollback or 8 to 1 split, then each stock will trade at 125 a share. But they won't go to 200 a share because that's too much for the Dow to absorb. And at 200 a share, we're talking a $1,600 or $100 stock at an 8 to 1 rollback. Now, it could happen that the shares go to 1,200 a share. And at that point, you may find there's a 10-for-1 split. And that would bring the stock back to 120. And I can guarantee you the stock will not go to $200 right away. That would mean a $2,000 stock. And it's not worth, this is not a $4.5 trillion company. Sorry, it's not that good. So we've topped out. We're close. We're in the top 10 to 15 percentile now, my personal opinion. 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, another earnings statement, another earnings statement, another earnings statement. Yeah, maybe the shares could go 12 to 1,500. Yep, sure. Short selling and derivative trading and shenanigans and all. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, the stock can add another 100 to that or take it away. But you're going to get more volatility the higher we go. All right, so you're not going to get rich if you think you can make money on Nvidia because it's going to split now. Not going to happen. Where you can make money on Nvidia, and again, you've got to have taken my classes. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sell you my classes, but unless you understand how options work, you are asking for it. But if you take my classes to understand how they go up and down in price, why they're created, how they die, how to buy them, how to sell them, how they're written, all the stuff we talk about on the options market, you will come to the chapter that talks about credit spreads. And when you understand credit spreads, you'll realize, okay, Bruce, I understand now. I could do a credit spread, a put credit spread on Nvidia well behind this market. $100 a share, $120 a share, $150 a share behind the stock price. I could be down in the $680 to $700 level on Nvidia, and I could then write a put and buy a put and get a credit spread. And I can determine whether this is a $10 spread between the two contracts, which means I need $1,000 of capital to do a pair of puts, or to do a $2,000 spread or $1,500 spread, $3,000 spread, whatever I want. That's number one. Number two, I determine the strike prices. Number three, I determine the length of these contracts. That's correct. And you then can enter your trade. And that way you've loaded up the slot machine so all the odds are in your favor. You might have a slot machine that is an 88% payout ratio to you. If you don't know how to get an 88% payout ratio, you haven't taken my classes. And now you're going in blind and you're going in as a gambler. And you deserve everything a gambler gets. You either win, break even, or lose. And if you're going in as a gambler, you're not going in as an 80% winner or risk taker, where only 20% is being risked. Now you're the opposite. You're going in with a 20% win rate and an 80% loss rate because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You have to study this. I can't emphasize enough how serious this is and how strongly you have got to understand what options are about, how they work. Because I can tell you 90% of the gamblers out there where you're getting the money from, they don't know what they're doing. They ain't got a clue what they're doing. They're playing a video game on this. That's what they're doing. They think this is fun. They're hoping for a lottery win when they buy a put or a call contract. That's what they're thinking. They admit it honestly. Look, you have to be the writer. You've got to be the guy. You've got to be the guy or the girl up in the executive offices that no one sees. You're behind the two-way mirror. You're the one driving the nice car. You're the one with the nice house. You're the one with a steady income coming in from your casino ownership. And yeah, you could pretend to be a glamorous person and all that, but you don't have to be. You can be invisible. You can be a very invisible, very successful option writer. That's the best part about this business. The media will not be knocking on your door to talk to you about your option trades. You can make your money like a sniper, where you're hidden and you're picking off your victims and they don't know what hit them. They're on the ground before they realize they were hit. This is where you are as an option writer if you want to be. So if you want to be that person and you want to quit your day job, seriously, you really want to quit your day job, You could quit your day job with not a lot of capital at work. You do not need $1 million to quit your job. How many times have I seen articles? How many times have you seen articles, headlines? Do you need, or I have $850,000 saved up, and do I have enough for a comfortable retirement? I look at that headline and go, you should have retired $600,000 ago. You could have already quit your day job. You wouldn't have retired in the classical sense of the word. This so-called story about this word retired is a bullshit word, okay? How many of you have grandparents and parents who've retired in the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years? What is the retirement of one person versus another versus another versus another? They're not the same, okay? There are tragedies out there where people do retire, end up in a senior center, have Alzheimer's, slowly, terribly pass on. I understand that. Then there are the retirees who climb mountains and sail sailboats around the world and go on epic adventures. I mean, it runs the gamut, doesn't it? There is no such thing as retired. There's no standard to that. So it's up to you what you want to do with yourself. And so there are people who are watching me here on this channel who are in their 40s and 50s who don't work anymore, but they do work. They work managing their affairs on this. They take this with them. This is their account, and they're trading options. They're writing options all the time using this, but they're retired. Well, they're not. No, they're self-employed. They're the upper middle class group that are managing their own assets. Exactly. And living your life on your terms. And that's why I made these classes. I have 17 of them on my website. Get your butt over there and check it out. There's my website. It should be down below in the description. Get over there and check out the website and grab these classes. Start at number 1 and move up. Take a class a week. Take 2 classes a week. Take 3. However comfortable you can do it. They're an hour and a half, 2 hours long. No tests, no quizzes. Very easy to understand. Auntie Jen, my hot wife, my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, is the moderator of the classes, and you'll get a kick out of it. I'm certain you'll find it very easy. The classes are $150 each. You can watch them as many times as you want. There's no time limit on it. Really easy going here. You don't have to buy them all in one shot. Take one at a time and take your time. This is for the rest of your life, not for this week, not this month's move. This is forever. And there are viewers here who have taken these classes starting in 2021, and they're still catching up on the last couple here. They've been trading in the meantime. You can write options while you're taking the classes. Earn while you learn is happening here. It's absolutely happening here. And go from there. Okay. I can't wait for you guys to make money. I love it when you guys make money. It is so much fun around here when my viewers go, I did it again. Oh, Bruce, I can't believe these saps bought my calls. They bought my puts. I got all this money from these people. I can't believe it. And if you don't kind of believe what I'm saying or what they're saying, all these folks on the commentary here, there's a way for you to verify everything. Many of you have opened up accounts. You've opened up platform trading accounts, and some of them offer you pretend money, these practice accounts. Tell you what, follow what my viewers are telling you they're doing. And if one of these viewers says, oh yeah, I wrote 10 calls on AI, $38 calls, I bought them back for $3 less, you can do those trades. When you see one of my viewers say, I just did this trade, you can do that trade right now on your phone. You can replicate that trade. Now you can watch that trade in your own hand. And if this viewer a day from now, 3 days, a week from now, a month from now says, yeah, I just closed that position out and I moved in over here, you can do the same thing. And you can see for yourself, did they make money on this trade or are they full of crap? This is easy. This is easy to verify. You don't have to trust us that we bought a bunch of product for $1,000 and sold a bunch of product email or through Amazon for $1,200. None of that crap. No, you can do your own practice trading for yourself. You can do practice trading while you take classes. And I emphasize for those of you who have, you got 5 or 10 or 20 or 40 or 50, 100, whatever you got, open up a practice account with exactly as much money as you have in real life. Because you know in your mind, if I'm opening an account, I'm going to do option trading, I'm going to need a level 2 trading position on this platform, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to open up a practice account in that platform with exactly the amount of money that I'm going to put into my account to trade options with when I start trading. That's how much I'm going to risk. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to risk that now in my day trading or my platform trading account, practice account going forward. And you might do that for a month or 2 or 3, up to you. It's whenever you want. And when you're ready, you'll enter the option writing business, and you might write one option. You might go, I'll write one, I don't want to jump in there like crazy. It's okay. It's all right. Learn and earn at your pace and move forward. This is a conservative investment strategy. I have to reemphasize this again and again. If you do it the way I tell you to do it, and if you follow my directions, you follow my guidance, you follow the classes, you'll figure out this can be a very, very conservative strategy to make money. For some of you, it's too boring. Puts you to sleep. You want action, baby. I can't give you that. Sometimes it happens that there's action because markets have a way of moving kind of crazy, but no guarantee that every day you're going to be doing trades. No. This is a conservative option strategy. I am making you do what Wall Street does as a specialty, especially the institutional traders out there. I am turning you into miniature hedge funds in one area, option writing. Okay. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of this channel. We open in 2 minutes. We start the bells here in 2 minutes. It's going to be fun. I thank you all for these thumbs ups this morning. We're well over 200 now. This is great. 213 thumbs ups and counting. If you can hit the thumbs up button for me, please do. Become a member of the channel ASAP, because we are now going to turn off the comments, and we're only going to allow commentary from members of the channel. That's what we do when we start the market hour. So thank you all for becoming subscribers to this channel. Lurkers, subscribers, and members. And if you're going to become a member, step up to the Gold Bagel department. It's going to run you $25 a month. Big money. But I kind of think you're going to get big results. I like to think that there is a return to you in excess of $25 a month by becoming a Gold Bagel member. But I'll let the members themselves tell you that. I do the best I can with the best stock tip I can give you, and get you trading on the right path of this market, and try to keep you out of trouble. 783 on Sofi, by the way. We're popping again coming into the opening. Thank you all for being with me here for now over 3 years. Thank you so much, so many of you, and thank you to the 536 of you who are here. 231 of you have given me a thumbs up. 300 have not given us a thumbs up, which means you are at risk of being caught red-handed in the hallway by this guy. Mr. Strickland is out there. He's going to get you and get you bad. If you don't hit the thumbs up button, you risk him coming up to you going, hey, where's your thumbs up? Have you given Uncle Bruce the thumbs up? You mean to tell me you've been listening for an hour today? He's been giving you all this info, and you've not even given him the courtesy of a free thumbs up? You're getting the pink slip. It's just the one thing you don't want to get. Don't get that one thing. He's coming to get you. And also, I think you're some kind of a crusader out there. Watch out for these guys. The Knights of Neat. They will come and get you. Don't make this guy mad. Look at that face. You want that face? You don't want this. You don't need this. Even this guy knows. Don't upset the Knights of Neat. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to the party, pals. We're about to start this market and get trading going. And I thank you all for joining me today. Let's make you Let's get you richer. How about that? Let's see if we can get you richer. I'm assuming that Larry Titus is in the hood. I can't say for certain, but yeah, he's here. Yeah, there. The bells have been rung. Thank you, Larry. You're awesome, buddy. I appreciate you as always, and thank you for being here. Our bell ringer. It's done. We're ready to go. Welcome to yeah. Was it? Is it daylight savings time now? Is that what we have now? Welcome all. It's early for me. I got up at 2:30 in the morning to get to you. Well, 3:30 officially, but felt like 2:30, didn't it? The knee emojis are coming through. Richard and Luca and Hector and Melvin. Oh my gosh. Mondo 265. Good morning, everybody. Bruce, Cody is here. Thank you. Neat, neat, neat. Here come the knee emojis. Welcome to the party, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're up and running off here. We're getting up and started. So let's see how the markets are going to treat you. As I say, I want you folks to get nothing but richer. It's a little thing of mine. I have this little tick. I just want you to get rich. Sorry, just want you to get rich. Thank you, everybody, for popping through and saying hi to me from wherever you are on the planet. If you haven't said hi, please do say hello. Tell me where you're watching me from. What's your temperature going to be today? How long you been watching me? I'd love to know how long have some of you been here, especially you recent joiners. If you've never commented before, mind you, you're going to need to be a member, but you can always do a super chat and say hi. You can always do that. But anyway, welcome. Thank you. Thank you and welcome and thank you. How about that? All right, there you go. Getting ready to rumble, baby. Thumbs up meter now, 272. Climbing. Thank you all. It's appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. I show the Dow off 34 at this moment. Nothing too serious. I got a 780 market, I think, on Sofi, something like that. The S&P is down 13 points. Nasdaq down 72. We're not even half a point anywhere. So we're very low, very quiet on the activity level here. So we're looking okay. And let's see if I can update that little list over there. There we go. We'll upgrade everything. Yeah, we got Rocket Lab up 15 cents at 457. There's been good vibes coming out of Rocket Lab lately, like good articles. You're going to get more of this. This stock is on its way to $8. SoFi up 11, 782 now, and GameStop up 13 to 1478. So we got an okay start there. Nvidia is showing 851 at the opening, and again, I'm not surprised about this. I'm kind of thinking a little shakeout of any loose leaves on Nvidia, and then we might go higher. But give it about a half an hour to settle down and just see how much of a back off it's going to do first. Just kind of relax. It's a long day, SoFi 782 up 11. Fantastic all. Welcome to the party today. Nice to have you here. Lorraine, hi, I've been watching from the Big Apples. It's windy here. I'm watching Big Apple. Richard Carlin, 2 years, 11 months, 22 days. So Lorraine, I'm number 270. JR, I was watching from Cerritos, California, about 19 months now. I think we're at 52 degrees and it's going to be cloudy today. Hector, I was watching you from Mexican Riviera, baby. I joined almost 3 years ago. I lurked before that from the Mexican Riviera. Lovely. Lovely. Mandu number 5. Neat. Computer Whiz, Missouri, baby. I'm in Missouri. 70 degrees today. Can't beat that. You can't. You're not going to throw that away. That's all right. You want to keep that fish. Nice going. 1478 up 13 on GameStop. 782 on SoFi up 11. Rocket Lab 454 up 12. SoFi opening volume now 3.1 million. We did 70 odd million on Friday. 3.1 million in 5 minutes. So we're just getting things going here. The Dow's off 21 points. That's all. Just 21 points. Andreas joined last week from a sunny Sweden. Oh, lovely. I was amazed. I was in Stockholm, Sweden with Jennifer this past summer. We loved it. We really enjoyed it. We have to go back. But I was amazed at how short the days are in December and January. We're just shocked at how soon sunset hits in Sweden, but the days are getting longer now. So yeah, it's getting glorious over there. Bagel Babe, I've been a member for 20 months. Any of you can post a posting like this. If you're a member of this channel, you can do a free posting. You have to hit the $sign, I think, down below, and it gives you options. And one of them is you can tell the channel how long you've been a member. Bagel Babe, 20 months. Colorado, Uncle Bruce has the best live show, hands down. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cody, Texas, a little brisk this morning. Been here since Jan 21, baby. Yeah, man, this is awesome stuff. Lurker, Stock Markets with Bruce. Uncle Bruce, love to see you in the comments of the SoFi Weekly. Is there going to be a Canadian summit? Danny may become Canadian to be part of it. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, SoFi Weekly. Oh, I see what's going on. The SoFi Weekly show was on Friday, and I popped in there to say hi in the last 15 minutes or something. Just said hi. Made a couple of comments, which is great. And the guys acknowledged that, which is kind of nice. Will I become part of it? I don't know. I got to tell you, I was yawning pretty badly at the time because it's getting up to my bedtime because I get up so early and I'm so exhausted at the end of the week. But you never know. You never know if I'm going to be on with anyone. But I know that some great guys out there who are working hard, who are digging up all the information they can for you guys on their channels about SoFi and the markets. And I do appreciate it. Cody, Texas, a little brisk this morning. Been here since Jan 21. Lurker, I love to see you there. JR, Uncle Bruce, when I hit the dollar sign, it doesn't give me the option to post my membership link until I'm at the next milestone, whatever that is. It's possible that if you've done one before, you might only be able to do one a month or something like that. I can't say. So again, it's a message definitely for those who've never done one before. You can always do one of these green bar updates, or for any of you who want to send me a message that gets attention, you can always do a super chat for $1, $2, $1,000, whatever. Those $1,000 donations get my attention. I'll tell you that, and then you can say whatever you want. That's fine with me, but keep it PG rated. JR, Richard says you get one free per month. That's how it works. Otherwise, you got to put up a super chat. I see now. Parker Ivy, Bruce, 1 month strong. Been here months now. Isn't it amazing how time flies when you're having fun? Isn't it incredible? It just goes by. Patman, good morning, or GB, 2 years, 7 months, 3 days, gold bagel level. Fantastic, Patman. Cody, here we go. Here they come. Cody, sending this member chat up for Auntie Jen. I'm so glad she made it through her recovery, and it's sounding like she did in the old days. Bring on the bagels. Yeah, Jen is doing great. We went to a shopping mall on Saturday with Jen Jr., and the two of them went off. I got to go wherever I wanted to go, and the two gals went where they wanted to go. And Jen was on her feet for an hour, sat down from time to time, and then got up. And that's a huge indication of what's going on. And then yesterday we went into LA, and Jen was on her feet off and on several times yesterday and again. Really coming along. I'm really pleased. So Hector, Richard Carlin, thanks, was never certain about that. You got it. Batman, been a member for 31 months, Bruce. 31 months I've been a member. That's a sign right there. Richard, Bruce, I can't keep up with the bionic anti-gen. I can't keep up with that girl. Richard Carlin, Uncle Bruce can't. Sorry, that's Richard. And Corinne, welcome, Corinne. 18 months. I live in the Clovis, Fresno area in California. I started watching in the old GameStop days, so that's 2021. Right on. Yeah, nice to have a bunch of you here for as long as you've been with us. Thank you. We're at 786 on your SoFi. We're up 15 cents. Could we break $8 today? Yes. 825? Yeah, could. We'll see the volume 888 now on SoFi. The high of the session, 889. We're right there on 4.5 million shares, everybody. Giddy up. 14.91 on GameStop. We're up 26 cents. GameStop earnings come out in, is it a week or so? It's close, isn't it? Isn't it close for GameStop? Rocket Lab, 460. It's up 18, almost 18 cents now. 461, 62 range with a high already. Rocket Lab is looking good today. Spire down 30 cents. There's news on Spire. They did a private placement about a month ago where they got $10 million in cash from Signal Ocean at 12 a share when the stock was 8 something. Now the stock has hit as high as 14. Now a filing has been made with the SEC. Ocean Signal is now going to offer the shares they bought at $12. They're now being offered to the public at $12 a share. And this will put 833,000 shares into the hands of the public for Spire, which will increase the daily volume and make it easier to trade options on Spire. This is an interesting move. The money is already in the bank. Spire got the 10 million already. These shares can trade out in a week, a day, an hour, a month, doesn't matter. They can be offered for a limited time. Once they're sold out, we're done. I wouldn't be surprised that the public will be given a shot at the stock first through the brokers, and after a week, institutions will buy the rest. I have a suspicion that might be the deal. Very good move. Very interesting way to do it. Computer Whiz, it's a $10 donation to you, Uncle Bruce. I've been here for what seems like forever. Thank you, Computer Whiz, so much. We're down 98 on the Dow. We're down 10 on S&P. We're down 11 on the NASDAQ. And yet, with those negatives, we have Sofi up 13 to 784, GameStop up 18 to 1483, and we have Rocket Lab up 17 to 459. AI up 27 cents, 31.97. Apple's up $3. Enphase up 192. Other winners, Adobe is up 450. Netflix up 220. Tesla's up $4 to 179. Matterport's up a penny. Who else is green? Unity up 33. Google up 231. Moderna up 597. Cisco up 29. Pfizer up 53 cents today. Walmart up 5. Disney up 40. AMC is up 12 cents at 442. So we got some winners. They're not all losers. And what we're watching closely is looking rather interesting. On Moderna, not on Moderna, on I'll get it out yet. Nvidia, that's the one. On Nvidia, we're at 867.95, down 733. The low today on Nvidia, look at this volatility. 841. 841 the low. We're at 866. We've recovered $25 in 8 minutes. Just stand by, let it happen. Let back off and let Nvidia do its thing. Just let. Then when if you're looking to do a a credit spread on puts, you want the stock to settle down. Then you want to go $100+ behind it, make your position, fold your arms, go out to April timing and relax. There you go. 867 on Nvidia now. Amazing volume. Sofi 786 up 15. 5.3 million volume in 13 minutes. So we don't have heavy volume, and that's a good sign. The stock is inching up now without any volume at all because there's nothing for sale. The sellers were artificial. They drove it down to close the deal. Now they're letting it go. It's about to hit $7.90 a share. We're going to $8 and beyond. Watch it. Just watch or jump in there. Up to you. You can watch and watch others get rich if you want, or you can become richer yourself. Next week for GameStop, says Richard. Well, those earnings. Cody, oh my, everybody. This SoFi opened without getting the pre-market price slapped out of it. I wonder why that would be. Why didn't the stock get the crap kicked out of it first thing this morning? Why is it $7.92 now? Why? What's so good about it all of a sudden? $7.94. Why is it doing that? Oh, I don't know. I thought this was a $3 stock. I thought they were diluting themselves. I thought they were in big trouble because they had to raise money to survive. That's what I read in all the headlines. That's what all the shills were saying for the shorters. Hello. Oh, yeah. 170 million shorted. Oops. They did it again. They shorted more stock. Oh, the institutions, don't they know it? Can you imagine being a hedge fund manager in New York? You're just sitting here laughing your butt off because you go, this is great. We bought a bunch of this paper from these guys so they can offload get rid of their preferred shares. We're going to buy a bunch of this stock up. We're already buying it up all morning here. We're picking it off like crazy. And the shorters increased their short positions to 170 million shares. It's tailor-made for nothing but making money around here. There are hedge fund guys going, oh, we should take the private jet out this weekend. Where should we go this weekend? Oh, this is good. Luca, going to be interesting to see the action this week between jobs report, inflation, and such. David Penny, good afternoon from the UK. 8 degrees and damp here. Cody, Luca, oh, that and more. But if you're going to get a March freakout, I'll just short the VIX into April. Luca, about 14 degrees in Verona, Italy today after a week of rain. Rock and roll, buddy. It's great to have you here. Buzzer from the Big M. Splair, Uncle Bruce said it goes to $7.90 almost 30 seconds ago. There you go. Yeah, we're going to go through it. We're going to go through 8. There might be a little resistance, but I don't think it's going to be stopped. I don't think you can stop it to go through 8. If it breaks the 8 barrier, there will be a little plug there, and then it could go to 815.20 pretty quickly after that. So we're at 790 right now, 793 as we just kind of inch our way up to $8, up 22 cents. This is the high range of the day here. Is 795 already. 6 million traded. Nothing incredible. 1482 on GameStop, going back to 15. Rocket Lab 460. This thing wants to go through 5, and it will. Just don't know what minute. But we're up 41 on AI, 3216. Way to go. Spiders are down 83 cents. Qs are down 91. Apple's up 285. Enphase up 254. AMD down 450. Adobe up 830. Netflix up 340. Tesla up 540. Tesla 180.94. Almost $181 a share, up 560. Matterport up a penny. SmartRent unchanged. Speaking of Teslas, in Los Angeles, oh my God. Oh my word. Teslas everywhere. I mean, everywhere in LA. Oh man, we were driving the highways, and I'll tell you, Teslas. Every 10th car is a Tesla. It's stunning. It is stunning. 2 years ago, I would freak out when I saw one. I go, oh, there's another Tesla. I remember 6 years ago. Oh, there's a Model S. Now today, oh my Lord, there's Teslas all over the place. It is impressive. Yeah, there you go. Patman, Wedbush is up there, 25 EIBY, 1 penny a share from previous. Stock price remains at $3 as a sell. EABY, whatever that means. Cody, care to venture a high price on Sofi today? We can help out the gamblers a little bit, right? We'll see here. Not a lurker, member for 14 months, Bruce. I was lurking since Jan 21. I love the show, the Bruce sub, and like all you lurkers out there, take the classes. Take a hold of your financial future. Absolutely right. I couldn't say it better myself. It's what I dearly hope many of you will do, and take control of your lives. You only go around one time. 307 thumbs ups. I think last I saw. Let's see what we're doing here. Is that 30607? Yeah, fantastic, everybody. Thank you so much for this support today. 786 on your Sofi. JR, Uncle was not only that, but we're now seeing some creative color schemes on the Tesla. Yes, that's true. Very, very much so. I saw all kinds of souped up Teslas and the wraps on the body wrap colors and stuff. Oh man, unbelievable. Patman, earnings is Patman. Earnings up there, 25 earnings by 1 cent a share. So, okay, so Patman, are you saying that Wedbush is saying that Sofi's earnings will be a penny higher in 2025, but they are still going to call it a $3 stock? I'm now, I think I get what you're trying to tell me, and that's cool. Yeah, the Wedbush guys are, that's my commentary on their commentary. Anyway, down 109 on the Dow, down 16 on the S&P, and NASDAQ down 50. The Dow's down a quarter point. It's nothing bad going on here. We're down a third of a point on S&P and about 0.3 on NASDAQ. Oil down 94 cents a barrel today. Oil is down to 77.07. That's a positive for the U.S. economy and others. Yes, Patman, you got it, Bruce. It's earnings on Sofi. That's what you're doing. All right, JR, for those of you doubters, other Sofi commentators are referring to Uncle Bruce as the guy who knows because of his many, many years of experience. High praise indeed, and now get the classes. I do appreciate the people out there. I certainly do those. Juan, good morning, everybody. Just got the $7 Sofi put. January 17, 2025 expiry, and I got $1.33 a contract. Oh, man, that's free money. That's a contract, 85 cents out of the money. It's got 9 months to live. It's going to be worthless. It's worthless right now. It has no book value. It's only worth time. And it's going to now shrink out probably 15 cents a month if the stock just stays here. Do you think the stock's going to stay here till January 2025? I don't think so. I would say it's going higher. If it goes to $10 a share, these are down to 25, 30 cents each. And Juan could buy him back for pennies on the dollar, and then he could write 8s or 9s or 10s and do it again. Oh, lovely. Sold cash secured puts 7. I sold 7 to clarify. As for Wedbush, the company that should be named Strong Weebush. Strong Weedbush. Farmless Wedbush is the short bus of the analyst world. Beach Boy, did you guys move the clock over there? The markets are open already. Turd me. Yes, we sprung ahead. That's right. We sprung ahead there, Beach Boy. We don't sleep in like you do. We get up nice and early. Spire is up 7 cents at 12.75. 36,000 traded this morning, waiting on Spire to close this offering of 833,000 shares. Doesn't dilute the stock. They've already sold the stock to Single Ocean, and now Single Ocean is selling it to the street. Very interesting how this is being done. Nvidia is down $4 at 871. It's coming up. It was down to 841, wasn't it? Did I say 841? I did. 841 20 minutes ago. It's now gone up $30. Yeah, this is going higher. Nvidia's going to go higher. Uber down 86 cents. Sofi 778 up 7. GameStop up 8. Rocket Lab up 19. Okay. There will be fluctuations on everything, as you are well aware. There you go, kids. Cody, I told you guys that's why all these people are here. They found out that their regular YouTubers don't really know all that much after all. Oh, interesting. Flint Creek, beach doesn't sleep. There you go. Thank you for joining us from around the world. Thank you for saying hi to me. If you haven't, please do. Say hello. Tell me, where are you watching from? What's your temperature where you are today? How long have you been a member? How long have you guys been watching me, and where are you located? It's fascinating to see from around the world where everyone is. I appreciate it. It's humbling, actually. Thank you all. We've got 318 thumbs up at last report. Thank you for those. 317, 318. Here they are. Thank you, everybody. And let's get ready to rumble, folks. Man, oh man. It's amazing how much capital is being handed over. Oh, there's something I wanted to show you today. If you're curious, I've got something for you, something to show you. Let me show you this little thing right here. Where is that? There we go. And this is a headline I read this morning in the Wall Street Journal. 80% of the world's stock options aren't traded where you think. Bitcoin and GameStop made headlines, but an even wilder speculative mania has emerged in India. This is something I have been alluding to lately to give you a heads up of what's coming. Look at this right here. Options trading in India. I believe these are either rupees or dollars. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't matter actually, because what I want you to see here is the tall, big bar up there, the big one. That's 2024. That's right now, and the number is approaching $4 trillion. That's 4,000 billion. That's 4 trillion. Going to 2023, 2022, 2021, this direction here, and all the way back was a nothing burger. I mean, it didn't even break 500 billion until 2021. And look at 2022, 23, 2024. This is unbelievable. Look at this comment here. This blows my mind. This absolutely blows my mind. Our concern is that nearly all of the options being traded are short term, and nearly everyone buying them is losing money. A report from the Securities Exchange Board, India's securities regulator, found that 9 out of 10 individual traders in equity futures and options incurred losses in the fiscal year ending in March 22, an average of 110,000 Indian rupees, on par with the country's per capita income. These people are losing their entire wage per year. Those traders, weekly rather than monthly options, account for 95% of volumes in October 23, according to an Access Mutual Fund report last year. And retail traders held their positions for less than 30 minutes on average, Access found. I mean, this is The scariest of scariest information. It's incredible to me. It's absolutely mind blowing to me. And what I need you to comprehend, and what I've been begging you to listen to me about, is I've been saying to you now for months that this device here not only liberated North Americans, that I've talked about since 2021, but this device now is liberating and bringing to the party the rest of the planet. And I'm only telling, this article only has to do with India. This has nothing to do with Bangladesh, nothing to do with Myanmar, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, Somalia, Ethiopia. I'm talking the third world, okay? I'm not talking Switzerland. I'm not talking Italy. Talking the absolute third world, okay? They're coming. And in India, what's going to happen and what's happening already in India, as the days go by, the weeks go by, the months go by, more and more firms, brokerage firms in India, line up and align with American platform companies to offer option trading to Indian nationals. If you're in Denmark, you're in the Netherlands, you're in Germany, you're in England, you're in Finland, Sweden, you can trade U.S. options through certain platform trading account platforms. Same thing is coming to India. Same thing to Malaysia, Indonesia. We're talking about 5 billion population numbers. There might be 500 million that could become traders. 100 million become option traders. I mean, my God, the amount of cash coming into the options market, where you are now watching me live, taking my classes, frantically learning up, getting educated about how options work. You guys can't go fast enough, because there's a tidal wave. There is a tsunami wave of cash coming to the shores of North America to play the options market. And they don't know what they're doing. I'm talking the possibility of 10 to 20 or 30 trillion dollars of turnover a month coming into this market. Your market, the one that you write options in, this one right here, where you're getting crazy premiums as it is on some of these stocks you're playing, some of these indexes, some of these credit spread numbers you're getting are phenomenal numbers. It's going to get even more intense. You have got to be ready. You've got to be educated. You've got to be organized. You've got to be comfortable in your skin to be able to offer contracts, because you're going to make a killing. And it's as simple as that. If you learn a couple of tricks, one of which is this one, called folding your arms and relaxing and allowing the depreciation to kick in. I can tell you that with this kind of talk, this is 30-minute trades. They're looking for, you're talking gamble here. We're talking gamble. People putting up 500 to try to make it turn into 600. That's what we're talking about here. We got some crazy crap going on here. But remember, once this dough enters the options market that you're into, that means your pool of capital inside the options pool is now triple, quadruple what it is now. And that means premiums on everything goes higher because of additional loose capital everywhere. You've got to take it in. The writers hold the capital, right? You get the cash. As a writer, you get the cash. And so learn how to become an option writer. Take this capital, put it in your account, and now you decide when to buy calls back for way less than you're getting for them. It's unbelievable. Oh, I'm so excited. I cannot tell you what's going to be great. Oh, you guys are going to do well. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Flint Creek, thank you for being a member for 28 months. Longer than this. Good evening from Hong Kong, option traders. Let's rock. Welcome, dude, on this trip through China now to Hong Kong. Cody, yeah, the India options traders are nuts. They will sit on the ground for the sun for 6 hours at a time and learn this stuff. Touchgrass Bloomberg has been promoting India for 2 years now, incessantly, Cody, and they know they should be writing, or at least some of them do. JJ, how's Spire doing in relation to the reverse split? The white feather, rupees and pounds and shekels. Oh my, Hector, Uncle Bruce, please take time to rest today. Gently adjust to the time change. I'll do the best I can. I got a long day today. I got to do 2 more live shows on my other channel later. So I'm working today, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. You guys are going to make some serious dough here if you let it happen. It's going to be wild. Oh my gosh, this is going to be something. Yeah, some of you say, oh, well, there must be somebody making money in India. Yeah, the brokerage firms. The platforms, they're making a killing. They're bringing in, I don't know how many millions of gamblers. And every week, another whack of gamblers are coming in, and another whack, and another whack. And the first batch to lose a bunch of money, they go back to work and make a bunch more and come back and throw it again. And they bring in 100 a month, 200 a month, 500 a month, and get their friends involved. And it's just insanity. And every once in a while, one of these guys makes a few bucks and they get all excited. I too want to make money, just like a slot machine going off on a slot floor. Somebody won 150 bucks and the bells are going 150 bucks. Whoop-de freaking do. You get a $500 winner. Oh my God, it's like the person's life has changed forever. Like, really? $500 win in Vegas? This is a big deal. It's incredible how people get riled up over nothing, and yet the casino's taken in, and this is what you're doing. This is where you're coming from. Oh my gosh, I'm looking forward to you guys making money, serious money here. 767 on Sofi, down 4 cents. Short attack, maybe. Could it be someone getting sold out from last week? Maybe. I don't know. Don't think there's any bad news on SoFi. It's just an opportunity to still get in before it's gone. I do not know, and I cannot say, which institutions took the deal down for $750 million. Can't tell you. I can't tell you how many there were. Can't tell you that. I can't tell you if they think the way I think, but I think they do. The way I think is we should be buying this stuff on the open market now. Now that we've got this deal for $9.45, we should buy a ton of this stuff up right now. And I can't tell you if they're going to do that. I know they should be doing it. I would advise them to be doing it. It would be a smart move to be doing it. But I'm not the one they call for advice. 772, we're up a penny now on SoFi. 9.8 million traded on SoFi now. Okay. Yeah, I can't answer any of it. I do not know whether or not Mr. Noto is buying stock this week, because I don't know, number one, whether he's allowed to because of the blackout period. I think he is, but I don't know. I don't know if he will. I don't know if he physically can, because he might have everything borrowed that he can borrow to buy all he's bought. I don't know any of this info. But something tells me that if he's in a position to do a buy, is allowed to buy, he might be doing that. Filings will tell us, won't they? That's all I can say. Yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. This is going to be something else, everybody. The Dow's down 146, 0.38%. Nothing burger. S&P down 28, NASDAQ down 96 points. Half a point at S&P, 0.6 at NASDAQ. Oil down 98 cents a barrel right now. That's what we've got, everybody. Welcome to this show. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the fun zone. I'll tell you, it's something else. Make sure Strickland doesn't catch you without giving me a thumbs up. If you can help me out, that would be great. 341 are in. That is absolutely a beautiful thing. I love you for it. Keep those thumbs ups coming, kids. It's much, much appreciated. Thank you for the thumbs ups and positive comments. Some emails coming to me about the video I just made the other day to break down the deal a little bit more. I was happy to do it. There'll be more coming out. So stand by. Keep an eye open for more commentary, more videos about just where we're at and what's going on and how things are going. I'll try to do the best I can to keep you updated on where we're at and what you should look out for. Like I said, Nvidia is a stock that is now down $18 again at $8.56 after crapping out to $8.41 this morning and hitting $8.79. We've had a 20, what was that? $8.79 to $41. My God, $38 swing in Nvidia since the opening this morning. Amazing, absolutely amazing. We need to shake out the tree and get rid of the loose hands and then move from there. But eventually the stock will go higher. In my most humble of opinions, I think it'll go higher. All right, there you go. All right, everybody. Thank you all for popping in. Gotta keep that caffeine going in there. Oh my goodness, I am tired today. Thank you all for joining Jen and I and Jen Jr. It's great to have you. Let's see. Rupees and pounds and shekels. Oh my. Sofi's down. Sofi, says Andreas, is 768. Oh, what a disaster. We're down 4 cents. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. Volume 10.2 million so far today. That's the latest there. Alrighty. Other stocks. Let me just take a peek here at what else we got going on here. AI down a dime. We've got Apple up 235, Enphase down $1, AMD down 9. Adobe is up 293. Netflix is up 217. Tesla's up $7, 182 on your Tesla. That's having a good morning. Interesting on that one. Definitely leaving the market behind. Owens Corning down 280. ATIP unchanged. Unity down 3 cents. Google is up 258. Moderna up 954 at 112.50. Cisco up 33 cents. Pfizer is now. Hang on, I got my phone acting up on me. Here we go. Pfizer's up 52 cents. IBM down 265 at 193. HBQ down 28. Microsoft down 420 at 402. We got Amazon up down 378. Pardon me. We've got HD Home Depot down 349. Vanik Semiconductors down 515. Goldman Sachs down 462. Boeing is down 676. Facebook is down $24. 24.88. 481 on Facebook after hitting 476 today. Interesting stuff. And let's see what else is going on. Trump says a TikTok ban would empower Meta, slams Facebook, and there's other commentary out on Facebook today. Facebook's had a heck of a run. If you've looked at charts lately, last 3 months, 6 months, what a run this thing's had. Giving up a bit of ground, fair enough. Opportunity knocks, perhaps. Target down 180. JP Morgan down 168. Costco down $13. Got Walmart down 6 cents at $60 a share. Walmart, I guess, has done its split, hasn't it? That would be correct. Walmart's split would be now officially done. Where am I? $60 a share. That should be a 3-to-1 split, wasn't it? Was 180 last week. Ballpark now $60. The 52-week high and low, 61 and 45. That's your post-split number. This is a Dow 30 component. They're splitting to stay under 100 a share. This is where it's interesting on Nvidia. What happens with Nvidia? If Nvidia reaches 1,000 a share and they do an 8-for-1 split, that's 125 a share. If they do a 10-for-1 split, it's 100 a share. Is that where the Dow would like it to be at, in that 100, 125 range? That would be 1,000 to 1,250. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right, Disney's up 76 cents. American Airlines down 13. AMC is up 13. DraftKings is down $1 to 40.65. Royal Caribbean down 118 to 126, 126 bucks. All right, Dow off 178. SoFi 766 to 768, down about 3-4 cents. GameStop is up 9 at 14.74. Rocket Lab up 13, 4.55 a share. All righty, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. It's so nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us today. Keeping an eye on whole kinds of stuff out there. Apparently, Choice Hotels is scrapping their effort to buy Wyndham Hotels. They're giving up on that deal. I'm beginning to notice more and more deals falling apart where partners are agreeing that this is not going to work. Either the Justice Department or other agencies of the U.S. government are stepping in, going, "No way! You take these guys over, you'll control 80% of this market. You'll screw investors to no end, or screw customers to no end with price controls. No way, we're letting you do it. We're not letting you get away with it." So that kills deals. I would prefer Choice Hotels and Wyndham Hotels. Why don't you grow the old-fashioned way? Build more properties and improve what you offer your clientele. Because how many customers are upset with the low quality of some of these hotel rooms around the USA? For so many of these operators that are producing, they're trying to generate revenue from garbage product. It's pathetic, really. And I think letting big companies merge with other big companies means that there will not be money spent to make the hotel rooms any nicer, because they're now paying off bankers for these mergers. Let's get back to making money from providing a quality product that people will pay a premium for. Simple. Be kind of nice to see that. Anyway, Corinne, this time change is hitting me hard. You guys are really quiet today. It's obvious you're struggling. What can I say? What else is going on here? Reddit is launching their IPO at a valuation of $6.4 billion. That should be interesting. The feds are opening a criminal investigation into the 737 problem at Alaska with that door blowout. There were 50 people injured on a Boeing Dreamliner that was traveling from Sydney, Australia to Auckland, New Zealand. They hit an air pocket, and a bunch of them didn't have their seatbelts on, and they hit the ceiling. Some people were saying there were blood stains on the ceiling in some spots. They could see little pieces of blood up there. How hard they hit their heads up there? Not good. That's not good. 12 people taken to hospital. Always wear your seatbelts, they say. Isn't that something? I don't know. What else? Someone saying that JP Morgan, the Magnificent Seven stocks are actually undervalued versus the rest of the market, according to JP Morgan. Somebody over there. Well, talk is cheap. Money talks, I guess. Princess Kate is having some problems. So it's really sad. She released a photo for Mother's Day, her and her children, and then someone noticed that that left hand of hers looks kind of quirky. Apparently doctoring her photo, and she's apologized for that. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm also a person that I look badly on doctored photos. I don't think anyone out there should ever doctor a photo. They should be as natural as Jen and I, with all the imperfections that we have. They should be shown right there. I mean, Jen wasn't quite smiling at this point, and so they caught her a little off guard. She's trying, she hadn't got the smile done yet, and so they caught her there. I mean, I'm perfect. You notice they got me right down to a T right there. I mean, absolutely nailed me there. And then, over here, they caught us outside one of our little strip malls around here in Palm Desert. Here we are driving a Tesla around town, and Jen is, she's just, wearing her casual, everyday clothing, going for a little spin. She makes me doll up a little bit, because she knows the paparazzi are out to get me. You know how it is. I love to go out like this. I mean, I love going out on the town. Went to L.A. yesterday, walked around downtown L.A. I was strutting my stuff, baby. It was a good time. Didn't let the sun get to my forehead. Look at that hat I got on there. There's nothing doctored about this image. This is real. This is real life. Oh, yeah, we're having a good time. Absolutely. Don't be misled by any of those fake photos out there you see from time to time. Don't get sucked in, folks. Don't let it happen to you. Fabulous. It's all good time. Yeah, giddy up, Ooh, yeah. What else going on here? Hector, Uncle Bruce, if Palm Desert becomes if it becomes your winter home location for the purpose of aiding anti-gen surgery, would you consider moving to a more agreeable time zone rather than arriving at 2:30 a.m.? I mean, come on. Cody, I agree, Bruce. There is a company offering to use AI to take your picture and generate 150 perfect headshots for $10. That is gross. Well, you can imagine Hollywood. Hollywood's never been accused of having doctored photos for actors. You know what I get a kick out of is when you drive into Palm Desert, you come on in and you see all these billboards along Highway 10 when you're coming into the desert, no matter which direction. And, you know, we have a lot of casinos around here. We have a bunch of casinos on Indian land and what have you. And they have showrooms, you know, and they bring in acts. And what I get a kick out of is seeing a billboard for an artist, like a musical artist, you know, like, I don't know, Barry Manilow, or maybe what's that guy's name from the 50s? Oh gosh, darn it, I forgot his name. He made a comeback in the 70s, Bad Blood, and he did a duet with John Lennon, and it wasn't David Bowie. It was what was his kid's name from the 50s? Anyway, it'll come to me. Anyway, you see these pictures of these artists appearing at your local casino, and they look like they're in their 50s. They're in their 80s. You know, up close and personal, not pretty, but oh, they look so glamorous. Yeah, no doctored photos here. None of that sort of stuff. Not in Southern California. No. Melvin, Uncle, did you mention Eddie Jen having fun at the Oscars last night? I didn't want to say. I didn't want to, you know, I didn't want to brag, you know, but we have so many friends, you know. It's hard being celeb, really. It's tough. This is a tough life. But you know, let's just keep things private, okay? Don't want to go too far with that kind of stuff. You know how it is. It's not easy being me, really. 208-point drop on the Dow. That's what we got right now. 208-point drop, about 0.5%. S&P down 0.5%, NASDAQ down 0.5%. So all three are the same in percentage, which is nothing big here. As I was saying, you got to let the first hour or two go by, and maybe around noon hour, more like noon time, Eastern time, you might see a turnaround go the other direction here. If this selling doesn't pick up speed, we go the opposite direction. That's kind of what I'm wondering. 869 on Nvidia again. We're only down $6. That's a nothing burger on Nvidia. $6 drop. We're down 841 this morning. Watch out. Yeah. Uber 7706 down 160. Sofi down 6 cents. GameStop up 3. Rocket Lab up 13 right now. All right. So yeah, we'll see what this market really brings to the table here. Okay, everybody. Thank you all for joining in. It's great seeing you. And again, these thumbs ups that you guys keep hitting, I appreciate it very much. That is great. 353, fabulous. Maybe 400 today, maybe 500 with the after hours. We sure get a lot of folks watching my show on the reruns. They kind of watch at double speed and understand what was he talking about today. And here they just come pouring in, and then thumbs ups behind it, which is fabulous. Thank you all for these thumbs ups. Appreciate you. However and whenever you do it, we love you. Some of the thumbs ups lately have been significant, and we thank you very, very much. Also, thank you for these. For those of you becoming subscribers of our channel, we're at 80,879. We're approaching 81,000. We were 77,000 something 2 weeks ago. Now at 80, almost 81,000. That's pretty good. Thank you all for joining in and becoming subscribers and members. And we love you. This is awesome sauce stuff. This is good stuff. Rock and roll, everybody. Having fun out there. All right. 16-cent gain on the Rocket Lab. And Bitcoin soars to a record. The next stop could be $100,000. There's clickbait for you. If you like clickbait, there it is. Interesting. All right. Trump complicates the story as a report names him as a potential buyer of TikTok. He hasn't got any money. He's broke. He's bankrupt, this guy. I don't know if he can afford it. He's got backers, though. So, he might do it through some other backdoor deal. Who knows? Who's to say? That'd be fun. President of the United States owns TikTok. There's no conflict of interest there. I don't know. Okay. Here's a headline. Investors are piling into popular stocks, and JP Morgan sees a link to the dot-com bubble. You know what? The thing about the dot-com bubble that I will tell you about is that this happened in 1999, the dot-com bubble. It started in 95, 96. Stocks started trading quite nicely on potential, the internet potential that was beginning to become evident among people. Because in the early 90s and late 80s, if you wanted to be on the internet, you were part of what's known as the dial-up network. You were dialing on your phone to go onto the internet. Then in the early 90s, cable internet connections began to become popular, which was the beginning of the end for cable and televisions, because people were now spending hours on the internet through cable rather than watching their TV. And the internet bubble the investors were flocking to companies that were becoming dominant on the internet through the mid-90s. And by 95, 96, 97, a lot of IPOs were coming out because Wall Street's always looking to do IPOs. They're bookies. They need you to bet on horses. So they came up with new horse names. All kinds of listings came out of new stocks through IPOs. And these were companies that were forward-looking, and God bless them for it, and were predicting the future. And they were right. They were correct in predicting a lot of what would come down the line. The problem was that they were 15 years too soon, that the internet needed 10, 15, 20 years to mature to get to where it is now. It wasn't where it is now back then. And so in 95, 6, 7, 8, 99, stocks would come out. IPOs would come out, and it was a bull market. It was insanity. And everybody was buying into this future of the world internet thing. And people thought that they had to pay 500 times earnings or 500 times projected earnings that weren't expected for at least 2 years. People were paying massively because their thinking was, oh, well, these stocks are going to do what Apple did and what Microsoft used to do and what Cisco is doing. These stocks are going to trade at way high multiples as they make money, and they're going to make gobs of much more money every quarter, so might as well buy into it. That's what the Nvidia theory is at this point, has been for the last several months. And so there were dozens and dozens and dozens of companies, hundreds of companies trading out there that had no business to be even public. They should have only been private companies. They should have only been funded by private investors. They should never have gone public. But the stockbrokers were so desperate for more horses for you to bet on, because in the early 90s, you could do trading for $9.95 a trade. So you could buy stock for $9.95 and sell stock for $9.95 a trade, where it used to be 3% of the price of the stock. So, it was cheap to trade compared to what it used to be. And soon, in the not too distant future, in the late 90s and 2000s, you could start trading on your own computer. You didn't even need a stockbroker. And so brokerage firms were just coming out with IPOs left, right, and center. And we saw too many deals come out that were, groceries delivered to your home companies and all kinds of other services delivered to your home and online services. And the market just, there were people throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars into 20 different stocks. All they needed was one to go to the moon and they'd make a killing. The other 19 could die, unfortunately. Not only did the 19 die, probably number 20 died as well, or they had a terrible reckoning in 99 and 2000. And that is when the bubble burst and IPOs stopped coming out and these pie-in-the-sky dreams scenarios died off. and people realized, oh wow, these new public companies, these high tech IPOs, they're not going to deliver any results, and they raised 100 million when they went public, and they burned through that in 3 years. They burned through 100 million in 3 years. They need another 100 million, and nobody wants to give them anymore because their stock went from $5 to $20 to $100, back to $50, back to $1. Now they're sitting at 25 cents a share. Nobody wants to put any money in. A number of these companies merged with other companies or died altogether. That was the dot-com bubble. Today, we have a different scenario. We have a lot of the NASDAQ 100, which is the unofficial high-tech index. Most of the participants in that index, and many of the stocks making up the Russell 2000, 3000, those indexes, many of these public companies are actually public companies that are making money or are doing a cash flow at least. They have sales. They've created a business. Where the dot-com bubble, they didn't even have, they had concepts. They were conceptualizing their future. Where today, we have publicly traded companies that actually do business. Now, they don't all make money yet, or may never. We don't know. But there are a number of tech companies that do earn a profit. Now, are they worth 1,000 times earnings? No. Never is a company worth that kind of money, really. I mean, come on. But we're not in a bubble scenario like we were in 99. There are no IPOs coming down the pipe every week. It's not like you see a new company going public every day. That's not happening right now. I mean, we're talking about Reddit going public, and this has been talked about for months, and you could choose whether or not to get in it. I'd say stay away, but that's you make your own call. But no, Sofi, they're making money. Rocket Lab making money. Spire turned the corner just last quarter. SmartRent turned the corner just last quarter. Matterport is supposed to make money this year. These are publicly traded companies, but they're not bubble stocks. Are they trading at $500 a share? Trading at $100 a share? No. They're trading at under $5 a share, under 10. Yeah, and they're flowing, and they're turning the money into their cash flow into positive cash flow and profits. This is not a bubble. So there's your. This is just a microcosm of what's going on. Yeah, there are stocks that are ridiculously priced. I agree. There always will be, always, and some will trade too high, too soon. I agree. Yeah, that. But it's not a market-wide phenomenon. We don't have every stock doing that. No. Look at Nvidia, down $5. It's 870, 871. It's coming back on. We got Sofi positive 774. We're up 3 cents on Sofi. We're going up again on Sofi. GameStop down 3. Rocket Lab up 15.5. There you go. Welcome all to the show. Nice to have you around. Let's see what else is going on here. Thank you all for being here. So stocks back to sleep. Very good. Arms folded. Cody, if the market wants to trend red into the CPI, we're going to blow the doors off when CPI proves to be a nothing burger. And happy shrinkage, Alex is saying to everybody, I don't even think I need to do a trade. Cody, God, I hate that TikTok story and how it's being handled and just everything about it. What else is going on here? Let's go to 100,000, says David. Dude, so I found out in China, they don't even get TikTok like we have. ByteDance has a whole different app for China. TikTok is banned there. There you go. John Harpster, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank is thinking about buying TikTok. Dude, Nala, all right. Got a lurk, not a lurker. Good morning or good night or good laughing out loud. Splayer, just in case, I'm wishing everybody a relaxed, enjoyable day. Thank you, Spirit. We're almost at our 2-hour mark. Dude, good night. Haha, not a lurker. Okay, good night. Laugh out loud. John Harpster, O'Leary. Let's see. Dude, longest day of the vacation yet, Nala. I'm exhausted. 2 members of the family within 24 hours with 24-hour stomach bugs. Oh, gosh. Dude, having to stay an extra day in Hong Kong, which is not a bad place to spend an extra day in. Hotel gave us an $800 US dollar credit, even though we made a last-minute booking. Interesting. There's tough times over there. Now, Lurker Bruce would be great for a guest appearance on the SoFi guys. laugh out loud. Not every day. Take an extra long nap, laugh out loud. What else is going on here? I'm heading back home March 16th, says dude. Looking forward to hearing from you on how it all went out. Fantastic. Very good. Very, very good. All right, we're down 213 on the Dow at the 2-hour mark of my show, first hour of trading. We're down 213, down a half a point. We're down 23 on S&P, down 51 on NASDAQ. This is not a bad day. This is not at all bad. We could easily have an up day here. We could easily turn this around. We're up on Sofi, 773, 774. We're up 3-4 cents. GameStop down just a nickel. Rocket Lab up 17 to 458. We have stocks that want to go. Nvidia down $3. Uber down $1.50. AI is up 2. Apple is up 289. And Adobe up 192. Netflix up 215. Tesla's up 460 to 179.98. Looking okay. Looking all right. Unity up 20. Google up 270. Moderna up 1080. Cisco up 44. Pfizer up 40. ME up 1 penny. Any other green stocks? Disney up 87. AMC up 16 cents. That's what I got. Facebook's still down $25. All right. We'll see how that plays out as the day goes on. Yeah. Oil's still down $1 a barrel, by the way. 77.01. All right. Cody, I smell an update today, too. Spider looks like a double bottom here. Dude, everyone I've spoken to in China has been feeling the economic crunch, to be sure, though they're definitely first world level problems, though the middle and upper class is feeling it. They are feeling it here in China. Dude, must be even worse at the bottom. Oh, yeah, you don't hear anything from those folks. Out of touch with the world. Oh, yeah, you don't hear a damn thing there. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yes, Hong Kong, I'm sure, is hurting big time. I used to always want to go to Hong Kong. I've always wanted to go to Hong Kong, but it's not going to happen now. Sorry to say. But yeah, deals. I'm sure there are deals in Hong Kong. Businesses are pulling out, and Western-based executives are getting the hell out of there. Can't blame them with these new laws being passed, these opaque espionage laws that kick in even if you're studying your market that you're in. If you're in the perfume market, you're trying to figure out, what perfume is the best-selling perfume and how your brand is perceived, and so you could be charged with espionage. I mean, a state crime punishable by death, life imprisonment minimum. I mean, are you kidding me? No, thank you. No, thank you. I was buying oysters on the half shell for 1 yuan. That's cheap. Does it take 7 yuan to buy a dollar, a US dollar? It's like 15 cents per yuan, isn't it? Am I not correct on that? It's cheap. There's no doubt about it. That's wild. That is just wild. Volume on Sofi, we're at 774 now. 14.5 million, 14.6. The low was 763. We're 774 now. Definitely bouncing up off the low on Sofi now. Sofi, 774 a share, bouncing back. Amazing. I don't know how you make money at 1 yuan. 15 cents for a half an oyster shell. That's called going broke. That's a race to the bottom right there. Yeah, bad news. All right, GameStop is green, 1466. We've tried to bounce back here. We're up 470 on Nvidia. We're back to 880 on Nvidia. We've come back $39 from the low of the day on Nvidia. 1 hour, 4 minutes. Here we go. Nvidia is green. Spire is green. 1274. I find that interesting. Waverly, food in China is so cheap and so good, and it better be, because the population would go nuts if prices went really badly high. That would be a problem over there. Amazing. Splair, that's cheap. In case of food for my father, and now these days from German YouTuber, I've heard that as well with the cheap food over there. 179 drop on the Dow. We're coming on. Actually, we're only down 18 on S&P. We're down 32 on NASDAQ. We were down a half a percentage point on all these indexes. And NASDAQ is only down a fifth of a point, 0.2. 0.2. It's actually coming on quite nicely. S&P is only down 0.37. The Dow is down 0.47. It's starting to turn around right now. Waverly, most people eat out exclusively. A lot of apartments I saw there didn't have kitchens. Not a lurker. Did you catch any deals yesterday? Not a lurker's asking, dude. There you go. Down a dime on Spire. Nvidia up 4. Uber down 150. Sofi up 3 at 774. 1467 up 2 on GameStop. Rocket Lab up 17 cents now. 459. AI unchanged at 3170. The spiders are down 188. The Qs are down 144. This is nothing. This is a nothing burger. We can certainly recover from that. We're up 250 on Apple right now. So yeah, we are definitely looking at a bit of an improvement here. All right. Even in Japan, a kebab for 7 euros is expensive, so they'll sell it for 400 yen instead. Dude, yeah, love the show. Nala, great job producing. Cody, wow, I didn't know about the China with the food. That is wild. There you go. Yeah, 1.1 billion people. You don't want them to riot in the streets because they're hungry. You don't want that. You'll subsidize food everywhere you can. For sure. Interesting, isn't it? The only places in Europe where you're going to get cheap food, Eastern Europe. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Yeah, Eastern Europe and Western Europe, you'll pay top dollar. Yes, but it's top quality. Give it that. It's absolute chaos there, says Waverly. Absolute chaos. There you go. All right. Folks, I've been on for 2 hours, 5 minutes, and I want to say thank you for joining me today from around the world. You guys are great. The thumbs up meter now is 376 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. If you can find 24 more, you'll get us to 400. I would love that if anyone can help out with some more thumbs ups. Thank you all for joining me today. Thank you all for saying hi to me and letting us know how you're doing. Congratulations, you money makers, you writing these contracts, taking easy money off the table. Limited time offer on that Sofi and Rocket Lab. Sooner or later, you'll not be able to write cash secured puts like you've been writing the last few weeks. This is a limited time offer. I wouldn't want to. I don't want you to miss out. But hey, it's up to you. When you're ready to pull the pin, make your move. Thank you all so much. 392 on the thumbs up. Look at that. 392. We're almost at 400. This is good stuff. Thank you, everybody. And congratulations. 460 on Rocket Lab. 771, 772 on Sofi. GameStop 1469 up 3. Yeah, Spire is 1266 now, down 2 pennies. Watching to see if this deal goes through or not. ATIP down 12. Smart Rent up 3.5. Apple up 230. There you go. And the Nvidia now 872 again, down 250. So look at that fluctuate. $10 up and down like nothing. 5 up, 5 down. 5 up, 5 down. No brainer over there. It's amazing. All right, guys. Have a great day today. Those of you who are fans of my other channel, Travel with Bruce, I'll see you there at 8 o'clock tonight if you're just a regular viewer. If you're a sponsor member over there, I'll see you at 7. The Hangout Show with Uncle Bruce. You get an hour of my time for nothing. Traveling with Bruce. Get to hang out for an hour with me from 7 to 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Very few people take advantage of that. It's quite surprising, but hey, it's up to you. It's almost like a one-on-one. Hint, hint. Anyway, become a member over there and join up. Thank you all for joining in today. Love it. Hong Kong is a really fascinating city, isn't it? Nice job, says Flint. Cheers, Bruce from Waverly. Thank you, guys. Uncle Bruce is in demand, says not a lurker. Dude, Uncle Bruce, I love this little pocket of sanity in my crazy life. Laugh out loud. Thanks for all you do for us. Thank you guys very much for everything you do for me. I appreciate you all. And thank you for taking these classes and one-on-ones. Those of you doing those, my pleasure. We're making some serious headway with the one-on-oneers. That's for sure. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock if you're a Gold Bagel member, 8:30 if you're a regular lurker, a regular subscriber, a regular member. We'll join you there. Thank you guys. And on Wednesday, as always, yes. We'll look forward to the Wednesday primetime live show. Okay, everybody? Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We'll keep an eye on this market. You never know when I'll make a video. Thank you all for your support. And this is Bruce and Jen Jr. saying goodbye from Palm Desert, California. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you. We'll see you later tonight on TWB and tomorrow morning right over here. All right, guys. Thank you. We'll see you later. Bye for now.